get matchups like this every week. But when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Dropping back, it's Carr. That's caught. It's Pauly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gonna run it. It's locked. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lets it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted him down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mateer. Rushes on him. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. It's Burks. He's got first down yardage as they move it.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He wants to throw it again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Gibson. And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the option. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now on the option. Quick toss. There he goes. Kangaroos his way. Touchdown Sooners. Great job by the back on the option. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
And I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a man. It's Carr. It's complete to the right.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, and it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. Quick spin on the run. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 1st down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On the option. Now the pitch. Runs through a tackle. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the effort.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Mateer. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Slithers into space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Into the secondary on the right. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do...
Touchdown! Oklahoma made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Snag in the middle, it's Pauly. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you can really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Breaks into the open. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Got enough space there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the 2-point try. They'll move the wide receiver. The play-action fake. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Kickoff going out of bounds. They will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Buys a little time with his feet. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Lost to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Trying play action. Looking for the end zone in the tie. Instead, he finds a sack, and the defense rises up, and the offense can't tie the game. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. Sooner offense to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit. And
the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck, really nice job by the linebacker there.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They'll run play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Power football with the run. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got him in 3rd and long, right where you want him. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneak the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now, getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Trying to get it to the marker. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want to go for it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. The give to the back. And they're able to make the tackle.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Caught over the middle. It's Pauly. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards in this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Oh, he there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Takes the handoff. It's locked. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here's a hit. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack works the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He'll ride his man on the option. Fights off the defender. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Now adjusting. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the 1st half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Oh, dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple of catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Pulls it in. It's Paulin. How about that defense rising
was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here we go, set. To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Off play action. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Barnes. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
They feed him again, and he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Take a break and head over to the halftime show. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put total 11. bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Now the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. This time on target. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Bought a little time, lets it go. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And they decide to throw the ball there on 3rd and inches, and then all of a sudden the offensive line was just overwhelmed with blitzes.
Well, they say that football is a game of inches, right? Reason that time, it just looked to me like the defense wanted it more. Their guys won up front. They dialed up the blitz. They made the big play.
And it's swatted away as a turnover on downs.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Fires on the move. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking for room. It's locked. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very agile. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Here comes the option. Creates a little space. Got a lot of room to the right. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
He'll bring it out. It's falling. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
They'll run the option. The pitch. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
He breaks the tackle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all these guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. It's complete on the right side. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Trying to find the end zone. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Sooners are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. The option look. Now the pitch. At the 20, he's got space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. Touchdown Sooners. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all away for the huge touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Carr. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's locked. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fields. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got a step and just dusted the field. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. From the gun. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. He'll start this drive firing. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Well, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in it.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Carr. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. Wants to throw on first down. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Safe little shovel pass. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. He'll set up to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Here we go. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation the QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the option. Now the toss. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking for a gap. It's Barnes. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's a fake. They fake it, goes to the tight end. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.